Hello, it's Teresa here from Rochester in Kent, in the UK. A couple of days to go before Christmas, so things are really hotting up. Lots of shopping to do. Did that today. Actually bought a first class postage stamp today, and it was £1.65 for one stamp. How on earth people are managing to send Christmas cards this year, I don't know. I came out and sort of said to the first person I saw, guess what? And she turned around and she said, yes, I know. And we had a real good moan about the price of postage stamps in this country. It's ridiculous. It really is criminal. But anyway, got that off my chest. This is going to be slightly unusual. It's not something that I do a lot of, sort of crafty bits and pieces. I don't necessarily think it's an art, but it is definitely skillful, and it's just a joy to do because there isn't much thinking in it. I won't tell you too much about it yet. I'll carry on and tell you, explain it in a little while. This is here for no reason at all, but just to give my hand something to play with. So we're going to move on now immediately. It's going to be a short project. Nobody wants to sit and listen to lots and lots of information over Christmas. You just want something to do with your hands, maybe listen to the TV or the radio, just relax. Okay, a little bit of me time. So you know what comes next. Get your coffee, or because it's Christmas it might be slightly let's say stronger, like maybe a tot of whiskey or some glühwein or some white wine. That's up to you. Coffee's good though. Tea, coffee's good. I nearly said the C word, the Coke word. Oops, I've said it. So grab your drink, just sit and watch this. I'm hoping it won't go on for longer than 20 minutes, okay? And it might give you a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation this time of the year to just do something. Okay then, so off we go. Well, this is going to be a very little project for the days between Christmas and the end of Christmas. So the 12 days of Christmas, starting on Christmas Day and ending on the 6th of January. Now, I thought what we'd do is take it easy, something nice and not too much stress. So we're going to use pre-printed fabric, and we're just going to do something really nice and simple, which means sitting in your chair and not really thinking about what you're doing, but having a good time doing it anyway. You might remember that earlier on this year, my daughter and I went to Stitch in London. And it was a really lovely, and it was a weekend of samplers, looking at samplers, researching the names on the samplers. They're all authentic, Victorian, age and pre, and it's just wonderful. Well, during the small exchanges, I was given this. It's called Barbara's Birds by Mama Loves You GB. It's a finishing kit, and it is actually a kit to make Pincushion. So I haven't done it, but I thought I'm going to do it over Christmas on the film. Okay, I'm going to video it, and hopefully it might inspire some just to fill that void that we sometimes get after Christmas, the bit in between Christmas and New Year, or the 12 days after. There's sometimes a bit of a lull, isn't there? Now I'm just going to show you what's in here, and this is like a tartlet pan. You see this? Like that. And that is going to be the base. And I'm sure you've all seen these before on the bottom. And then a little bit here to attach the top of the pincushion to. Now, if you haven't got these, anything like this, it really doesn't matter. You can use something like this. You see that? That had cream in it, Nivea. I've just put some beads in there. That is ideal as well. That, the lid, or even this. Could do something with that. Any lid will do. But I happen to have this, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use pre-printed fabric, because I want this to be easy. Don't want to do lots of little jobs like sketching and transferring the design and all this and that, because it's Christmas, okay, and we need a little bit of mindfulness. Now I'm going to choose a little bit of this to fit that. Now obviously the bit I chose and cut round is going to have to be bigger than this. If you see that looks perfect. Even that might need to be made a bit bigger. So I'm going to choose a little bit from here and I shall cut it out. I'm going to add maybe 2.5 centimeters or an inch all the way round and put it in the frame, because I'm going to work this in a frame so it's nice and taut while I'm working. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do, is choose a little bit of a design here. Next time you see this, it will be in the frame. Okay. Well, the light's changed now, so I hope you can see this, but there's a lot of shadows going on. But if I move this about a little bit, hopefully it won't have much effect on this. Well, as you can see, I have put it in a frame and it's so pretty. It's really lovely. I'm almost sorry to be sewing over it, but the thing is, it's to give you an idea of what to do when you have scraps of printed fabric. This printed fabric is actually digitally printed, so it says on the label. It's canvas digital flowers. Let's have a look. We've got it here. Canvas digital flowers, and it's 100% cotton, and it is really beautiful. It must have looked glorious on the roll, but anyway, I've decided that I'm only going to do probably four types of stitching. I'm going to start here, there, and I'm using 3 strands of embroidery thread in a nice embroidery needle, and the embroidery needle has a long eye. The embroidery needle has a long eye, and it's got quite a round point. So it isn't a sharp point, it's, as you can see there, look, it's quite a blunt point, and it will go through this fabric just lovely. So I'm going to start here with a stitch we have done many times, and it's a blanket stitch. I'm going to do a blanket stitch all the way around here, and as you know, I particularly love this stitch. So what I will do is put a little demonstration on the screen, just as a refresher really. So there we go. Right, now I'm going to bring it over here and do this all the way round. Now I probably won't do all the stitches on the screen, because these are all the basic stitches that we do, and you know them all, and it really is up to you what stitches you use on your printed fabric. So as I said earlier on, it really is something nice to do, because the print's there. You don't have to think about transferring it. You can just pick up your needle. You might not even want to put it in a frame. It's entirely up to you. So as you can see, this is taking shape already. Now I think I possibly will carry on with this off screen, because it isn't going to take long at all. I will use, let's have a think, some of the favourite stitches. I'm going to use French knots. What else do I like? Possibly Lazy Daisy stitch. Might do stem stitch for the stems. And I said 4, didn't I? How many was that? Was that 3 or 4? And perhaps single chain, or is that the same as a Lazy Daisy? Am I cheating here? Anyway, won't do more than 4 because this is to be a quick project. Oh, see, already this is lovely. You can get lost in it. So don't overthink that. These sort of projects are very, very mindful. You don't need to overthink. You just put your marks down and just let it grow itself. The pattern is for guidance. It's to give you an idea, to give you a break. I mean, after all, it is Christmas. So, oops. Well, that's a good time to come out of that, and I'm going to continue with that. And you can see how long this is taken in real time, just a couple of minutes. I'll probably repeat this quite a lot on some of these little flowers. This one might do different. I'm not sure yet, but I think the stems here will be in stem stitch, and I'm really going to enjoy this, and as I say, it really isn't going to take that long to do. So I'm going to come off the camera here and carry on and get back possibly when it's finished, because this is so small. It's probably one of the smallest projects we've done. Okay, so I will carry on. Take it out the frame, give it a trim probably, I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on and see where we end up. So here's the finished piece, and it didn't take long at all. I just sat down on the armchair, and before I knew it, I was finishing it off. So I reckon it maybe took a good couple of hours, but not much more than that. It isn't the sort of project that goes on and on and on once you sit down and you start doing it. So now that is the front piece. Now before I show you this, what I'm doing here, I'm just going to show you this. This is one that I did in a teacup some time ago, and it's from one of the Christmas markets, and it's actually from Rudolph in 2015, if you can see that there. I chipped it, and I thought, oh, I can't drink out of that now because it is chipped. So I made that into a pincushion, a long time ago now. So yeah, I'm sitting looking at it, and I forgot when I was showing you what you could use, the lids, all sorts of lids and that was sitting in front of me. So there you go. But anyway, the next thing to do, I'm going to use glue on this, because this is a quick non-thinking type of project. I'm just going to use glue. I'm going to start off with this bottom here, and I'm going to put this in the bottom. Now I've cut round there. It's quite a bit smaller than the inside there, but it fits the outside of this very, very nicely. All right, so it's the same size as the base of this, probably, yeah, that. Why I did not say that, it's just slightly bigger than that actually, so I might have to trim that. And this I drew round. You can actually see the pen mark here where I drew around, and I added about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch all the way round, and that is for gathering up. Now this fabric is beautiful, but it does fray, so I've had to handle it with kid gloves, so to speak. But anyway, let's get on. So I put the glue on to heat, and this is a very inexpensive glue gun. Don't know if I got it from Hobbycraft, but it really was only a couple of pounds. So just going to run the glue around here, all the way around here. Be a bit generous, but the thing is with this glue, you have to work quickly. So that's going to go in there, and then I'm going to put that in, pat it down. We don't want any slack, so just stretch it out. Now do be careful of your fingers, because that is very, very hot. Not at the moment, Now that will have dried. Yeah, to the table. I thought it was. I'll just take that bit off there. But that's the effect. I need to take that off when it's dried. So there's the bottom. Now I'm going to put this on top. You don't have to do this. You could just put that on top, put a piece of felt there, whatever you want. But I just thought, oh, this would be a little bit of a nod to the fabric, how the fabric did look before I don't know what I've done to it. I don't know if I've made it look good or not. So there you are. Now that needs to go in there. Nice firm base now. Nice firm base. So we let that dry, and it doesn't take very long. It's a bit ruthless. It doesn't take any prisoners. As soon as you put the glue in, it starts drying, and it doesn't give you time to maneuver around. So you have to work quickly with that. But do be careful on the fabric that you use, because sometimes the heat will melt the fabric, or it could even cause a little fire. I do know that it has before singed and caught fire. I don't know why I'm laughing, it's not funny, is it? So there we go. So for a minute that's drying. Now I'm going to put this little frill around as well, so I'll push that out of the way. Yeah, it's dry now, and I'm just going to pop this around the edge. As you know, this all came in the kit. Now I'm going to do this in stages because of how quickly it dries. So I put that just so the little bobbly bits here are poking over the edge. Ooh, got it all on. You see the lump I have on my finger there, just so that is poking over the edge. I'm going to do that all the way around. Oh, this is probably the hardest bit of all. The sewing was a doddle, and it was really nice, but I can see this all the way around inside. Let me move. I'm at a funny angle on this table again. There, so that's around there. Oh, quickly before it dries, because as you know, when it dries it gets hard. Made the mistake of using it on my grandson's broken. He's got a Marshall dog from Paw Patrol, which he loves. Oh, I love him. And he broke it in several places and was upset, and I got the old glue gun out, and I think I've made it worse because the glue only seems to hold for a little while on plastic, and then it loses its strength, it cracks. So poor little Marshall from Paw Patrol, it's nothing like Marshall. He's limbless. All he is at the moment is a head, and I've told my grandson, yeah, I will fix him, I will. I don't want to let him down, but to be honest, I think it's going to be easier to have a look on eBay and get him another one. Lovely little dog it is as well. Do something with the head, maybe do something with the head for him, as long as it doesn't frighten him. Where's Marshall's body? His head's there. Ooh, like something for a horror film, isn't it? Right, now I think that's okay. If you can see there. Ooh, gosh, that is fiddly to do. You see there, it's poking out. Oh, that's a bit low. Oh, pull that up, put it up a bit there. Right, so let that dry, and then the next thing is to just put a row of running stitches along here for gathering up. So I'm going to go to the edge here, just back stitch over there like that, and then go all the way around the edge with a really nice small. Right, I've come to the end there, so I'm just going to pull the needle out. There's quite a nice bit left there, so I'm not going to lose it. Pull the needle out, put it in that pincushion there. And then with these, now I've cut these from quilted fabric. I've actually used these before. Quilted fabric, just scraps of it, if I can find it, that I would never use for anything else but quilting or padding. And what I have done before, I've taken out the stitches and used it as stuffing, so not particularly attractive, so it doesn't matter that I'm going to hide it. Now I've cut out 4 of these, and these are the same size as the inside of the top of the hoop. Now I'm going to put these in there one at a time to give it a nice padded effect, a nice round effect at the top. It's really up to you how many you put in. It doesn't have to be these. You could find other fabric, like bits of thick fabric, maybe a couple of layers of denim or wool fabric. And just put those, I think 4 will probably do it. Now I'm going to put that in there, and then I'm going to pull the thread to fit this like that. We'll try and centralize that a little bit. Ooh, and I know it's a strong thread, but I really and truly don't want to pull it too hard because of snapping it. And then I'm going to rethread the needle, and then a couple of over sewn stitches, checking there, checking with the front, a couple of over sewn stitches. Now you could actually lace this as well, but I'm not sure that the lacing would be of any benefit really, because it's going to be stuck down in a minute. And by lacing, I mean taking it from one side like that. I've got to show you that. It's not very good because the thread is the same colour as the back. See, that is lacing from one side to the other to pull it in close. And you would do that either side as well, all the way round. But as I said, I'm not going to do that, but I just thought I'd show you how to lace. So there we go, that's nice and tight. Right, just round that off. Round that off, you see how that's looking. Nicely rounded, nicely padded. See how padded that is. And then I'm going to stick it in here just to make sure it's holding. Yeah, it's going to look like that, but I'm going to glue it in. So I need another glue stick. Does tend to use a lot of glue. And now once again, look, you see how I've pushed that out, that bit of trim there. Look, so I need to really put that in again. You know, I'm very tempted to put this in after. Do that again, maybe with a bit more glue. Push that down. I'm not sure if it's hot enough yet. Right, and quickly push that into position again, and do that all the way around. Yeah, I can feel the heat of the glue through the tin. Right, a little bit more around there. And there. That's it. And then this can go inside. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Right, got to move quickly here because the glue is beginning to dry already. push it down a little bit, all the way around. There we go, all the way around. Cut that. Right, I can see a little bit there that needs to be pulled up. Just pull that up a bit around there. I think I can call that finished. You see what a lovely present that would make. There's the underneath, the back. Get rid of that bit of glue there. And there's the edge that needs to come. I still need to pull that bit up a bit. I've lost that. Ah, there we go. The bobbles have just gone underneath. Ah, that's better. So yeah, that would make a really nice present, I think. And it's only taken literally a couple of hours, not even a whole afternoon. Just a couple of hours. So I'm quite pleased with that. I'm going to lift that up a bit, turn that glue off before I start fire, and there we go, it's all done. Now I hope you like that. So that is wonderful. So thank you to Barbara's Birds by Mama Loves You GB. It's taken me quite a while to get round to doing it. Well, from February it was. So yeah, it's quite a while. Not quite a year, but not far off. And yeah, it's been a really nice thing to do. So don't forget, you don't have to reinvent the wheel with your designs. I'm not saying to make a habit of it, obviously, but when you want a break, you want to do something nice, you want to relax, you've had a hectic holiday, and all you want to do is sit and sew and think of nothing. So you've got your pattern there already on the fabric. Just grab your needle and some thread and a lid. That's all you need. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. As I said, I hope you like it. And if you're doing this in the 12 days of Christmas, take it easy, have a good time, enjoy what you're doing, and do it mindfully, and relax, okay? And I'll try to get another quick project out within a couple of days. All right now, so take care, and I'll speak to you soon.